The Bureau of Safety and Environmental Enforcement reportedly wants to roll back offshore drilling safety measures. Joining us now, Apple Metro CEO Zane Tankel. Your thoughts on this proposal, Zane?
Well, I'm not sure why it went through. We have so much oil onshore. We're pumping out more oil now than we ever did, with probably not even half the rigs up and operating. There's all these other rigs that were laid down. I'm not sure.
Well, what about the notion that we still import a lot of oil, and we still import a lot from countries that aren't necessarily our friends?
Yeah.
So maybe it creates domestic jobs and beyond the economic security, maybe some physical security as well.
Well, not really, because there's different grades of oil, Charles. As you know, there's heavy oil, there's sweet oil, what have you, and we only have one basic kind of oil. The refineries are built to refine certain types of oils, and oil's fungible, right? So if the Saudis decide to go back down to $10 a barrel, I think they can do that. Their infrastructure's in place and what have you, and as you well know, they want to take Aramco public, and they're trying to raise those prices. But if they change their mind?
Although, I saw when the price of crude went from 120 and Saudi Arabia turned the spigots on and they drove it down. Sure. I think they lost. I thought that if they do claim victory, I think it would be a Pyrrhic victory at best for them. And now we see them struggling. They are taking their national oil company public. They've shaken up the country, and they're fighting a war in Yemen that costs them a lot of money. I mean, they're not necessarily in a position to push us around like they were in the 1970s and 1980s, and that has to be a good thing, no?
It's a great thing, and back to my point, we have so much oil onshore, producing more. I think we're up to 9 million barrels a day, something close to that.
Which is a record amount. That's
record amount with not even half the rigs operating. All those other rigs that have been laid down could always come back. We have workout rigs that can still be put back to use. So workover rigs, and we have so much oil. I don't like the environmental potential impact when we don't need it.
Well, it's one of these things, obviously, though, where it's the economic impact. I mean, those are very good paying jobs.
Yes, they are.
There are a lot of folks in those areas. We know, for instance, with Anwar, the tax bill wouldn't have gotten done if Anwar wasn't included there, and that's an area where folks have wanted to drill for oil for a long time. I mean, there's no way of ever truly preventing a periodic accident. I mean, that's just, when you're dealing with something as like these big giant oil rigs, that comes with the territory.
To my point, but an on-land accident doesn't nearly have the environmental impact as an offshore impact.
But you would drill at some point offshore. You wouldn't take advantage of those resources?
There's a lot of offshore drilling still in place. I mean, off the coast of West Africa, a really good friend of mine runs the biggest offshore oil drilling company in the world, and they're still struggling.
But how does that help the oil rig worker in New Orleans, though, who may want a gig doing
Charles, we're having problems getting oil field workers back in because they all disappeared 2 or 3 years ago, and they've not just stood on the unemployment line. They're, by and large, employed.
All right, I want to go to the next one for you because this is on tax reform, Zane. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, he's given local property owners the option you could prepay your taxes by December 31st. Now, you're a New York guy. What do you think this is all about? By the way, full disclosure, my accountant called me 2 weeks ago and told me to pay my New Jersey taxes ahead of time also.
Right. Okay. Well, he signed an executive order because up until this new tax bill, you weren't allowed to do that in New York, number one. Number two, it's once again, I think, just a sham of some degree. I don't want to go all the way to say fraud, but to some degree it is, because here's an interesting fact, Charles. In New York City, approximately 75% of the housing stock is condo and co-op. You can't prepay those taxes because they have to be filed jointly by all the ownership in the condo or the co-op. In 4 days or 5 days, the accountants aren't able to, because of CapEx. So 75% New York City housing stock. As far as the state is concerned, he's taxed the heck out of the state. So if I charge you $100 every year and I say, you know what, I'm going to let you have a penny of it back, Charles, but for 1 year. For 1 year. Here's the penny. Is there a relationship there?
Well, what do you make then of the idea that these blue states, a lot of people are saying, hey, my taxes are going up. I think in New York City, for instance, your average SALT deduction was $60,000. So those folks are getting hosed. But the rest of the country is saying, hey, that's your fault. Could that change the dynamics in our state, in New York, New Jersey, maybe make us have an epiphany and say the people we've been electing all these years have been they're the real culprits here.
Absolutely, and I would guess that in committee, when they were formulating this, was all taken into consideration, the final tax code, and somebody has to get reality, because we can't just, I think it was Winston Churchill who said socialism is really great till the people who are charging it run out of money.
Yeah, Churchill or Margaret Thatcher, but someone said it even before that. Right. One last one, Zane. Mall owners are reportedly now spending billions of dollars. They want to make these upscale restaurants, bowling alleys, all this other stuff to sort of facilitate foot traffic into malls. Listen, you operate in malls. What do you think?
Well, I think that there's a sucker born every minute.
What does that mean?
That means that it used to be the banks will pay anything, but now they only need a kiosk with an ATM. And then it was the drugstores will pay you anything, and now that's sort of saturated. So now they're looking at the restaurant guys because of free cash flow. And I think restaurant guys if they're going to just go in and pay these rents. Here's the deal. We go into malls because there's a mall there. Right. We're interdependent on each other. You need to have a shopping cause to go to the mall, and you need to have value-added dining. Take either one away from the other, you're out there in an hour.
But do you have more leverage, because the upscale mall near me is it's almost empty except for the restaurants?
Yeah. Do I have more? No, you don't, because people come to that mall for the mall. That's why it was a restaurant came later. They didn't fill the restaurant.
So you don't go to the mall owner and say, listen, if it wasn't for Applebee's, no one would be in this mall. Give me a lower rate.
Oh, I'm sorry. In terms of that situation.
In terms of you having leverage, the restaurant owner over the malls.
We haven't had that face us yet, because we're in, I can say in all honesty, the top malls that have not faced this.
I got you. Zane,
Charles.
man with so many hats. It's great to have you on.
Thanks,
Talk to you
Charles.
soon.